And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man, on this Thursday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants, man. The first game of Week 6 is about to kick off. And obviously, Philly coming off a tough loss a week ago against the Denver Broncos. They had a big double-digit lead in the fourth, and they let it go. And the Giants able to get a win 2 weeks ago, but kind of fell back down to earth a week ago, and they are 1-4 going up against the 4-1 Philadelphia Eagles. We will see how it goes here, and we're going to start out with a flag already to start the game. So apparently the Giants kicker unable to get the ball in the landing zone, so that'll mean the Eagles will get the ball in great field position to start the game. Oh yeah, well short. They hit it at the 27, so about 7 yards shy of the landing zone. Captain Mickey Mouse, what's going on, Dave? Time for Sunday Night Football again with the Bills. Let's go. This Sunday, hey, another primetime game for the Bills. Let's go. All right, it's going to be handoff. Saquon with a carry, breaks a tackle. He's to the 45, 50, 45, and finally taken down at the 41 of the Giants. A big run there for Saquon Barkley, going off for about 18, 19 yards. It was a handoff. He just kind of slid and just weaved his way right through that Giants defense. Officially spotted at the 42, so 1st and 10 coming up. Another handoff. Saquon once again bouncing it back outside a first down and going to be down near the 28, man. Dude, Saquon is just flying through this Giants defense. And the Bills going up against Atlanta on Sunday night. Let's go. Should be a good matchup. Atlanta's defense has been really good. Their offense, up and down. So, all right. We got Hurts in the shotgun. A.J. Dillon to his right. Handoff to Dillon, and not as much success. Good for about 2 or 3 yards. So, for the first time in this game, after about 3 plays, the Eagles are going to get a second down for the first time. But how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome. If you're new, please make sure you like and subscribe. We do as many as 5 games a week on the channel, so I appreciate you. And this one is a keeper. Hurts unable to get anything going there. Loses about a yard. And that is Phillips, the corner, bringing him down for a loss. All right, we got 3rd and 9 coming up for the Eagles here, man. First 2 plays, phenomenal, man. Picked up close to about 40-plus yards on 2 runs by Saquon Barkley. And after that, not much. And let me know who you guys are picking to win this game. I believe the Eagles are going to be able to win this one fairly simply. All right, Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left, looking, throws to the right, gets it out to his tight end, Dallas Goedert, and he will be about 5 or 6 yards shy of the first. All right, Philly there, kind of trying to get this kick a little bit easier for Jake Elliott here to start out the game. Yeah, Elliott, by far one of the most consistent kickers in the NFL. So this one from 42 yards out. Snap, hold, kick, and it is right down the middle, man. All right. Once again, started out at the 40 after the penalty on the Giants for not getting it into the landing zone. 2 great runs by Saquon, getting about, I think it was, ended up being about 32 to 33 yards. And then after that, Giants defense, who's actually been pretty decent against the pass. Sorry, not the pass, the run. Kind of tightened up a little bit, and there you go, man. The Eagles settling for a field goal to start the game. So a little bit of background on both of these defenses. The Philadelphia Eagles actually, in terms of passing, rushing, basically total yards on defense, have been middle of the pack or lower. Their defense has not been as nowhere near as dominant as they've been the previous years. So something to look out for here. So if the Giants can kind of, and I mean this in a nice way, but if they can get out of their own way and be able to do what they can do on offense in terms of get the ball out quickly, get it to their playmakers who I know they're down their top two receivers, but if they can get out to Wandell Robinson, they can get out to Skadaboo and get some yardage after the catch. And then also, if they can get the running game going, man, I think this game will be a lot closer than it probably could be. If the Giants offense kind of rides the waves of a rookie quarterback, and this is one of those dips, then I think the Eagles are going to be able to come away with a pretty convincing win over their division rival. But once again, Eagles offense, we've seen the struggles. A.J. Brown not being able to run the ball as effectively with Saquon. Obviously, that looked different with the first couple carries. But throughout the season, Saquon has struggled to kind of really put the same numbers that he did a season ago. Definitely, I think up until through the first 3 weeks, he was averaging less than 3.5 yards per carry. And then on top of that, the receivers, the passing game has not been there for the Eagles for the most of the season. And then on top of that, their defense underperforming. Once again, all of that stuff could get the Giants into the game if they can be effective with their snaps. The Sunday Pets going down, though, because they're way in the Saints. Okay. Yeah, the Saints look good this past week, man. All right. Going to be returned to the 25, to the 30, 40, and getting it out across the 45. A great return there for the Giants. Adam, a wise man, would bet the farm on the Eagles. Absolutely, man. I still believe the Eagles are going to come away with a win, but oh man, dude, coming off a big upset against the Broncos, they could definitely play with a chip on their shoulder. But you never know with rookie quarterbacks, man. They could go. Jaxson Dart can easily go off for 4 touchdowns. We've seen it. It's one of those weird waves. All right. Giants starting out in the shotgun, handoff to Skadaboo, and he'll pick up about 4 yards. But Adam, welcome, my man. How you doing tonight? And Captain Mickey Mouse, I put Jalen Hurts. Oh no! All right, we got a 4 receiver set, 2 bunched up on that right side. Dart again in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Late blitz up the middle, throws and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end there over the middle. And that was the 3rd round pick, Jalix Hunt, not Hurt. Almost able to pick that one off. It went basically right through the hands of the tight end there. Wasn't expecting the pass. Went right through and nearly got picked off. So we got 3rd and 7 here. And it looks like there's going to be a flag here. False start on the Giants. So goes from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12 for this young, inexperienced offense. Well, the good news for Jaxson Dart, man, is Jalen Carter is not in the game. Apparently, there's a heel injury here. All right, single receiver to the right. Dart in the shotgun. Tight end to his left, running back to his right. Looking, and throwing it down the field. And did he catch that? Humphries with an incredible catch, man. Had the corner draped all over him. High points the ball and comes down with it, man. LeJordan Humphrey with a nice catch. All right, Dart under center here. Hand off to Skedaboo. And he'll pick up 2 yards down to the 20. So 2nd and 8 coming up. That was a nice throw, man. It was a even better catch. All right, you got 2 receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, pressure, gets away from a sack, gets away from another, and unable to connect with Wan'Dale Robinson there. Kind of throwing back across his body, but it was a safer throw than you would expect. So, but unfortunately not accurate enough. All right, we got Jaxson Dart, shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on that right side. We got 3rd and 8. Dart taking off. He's going to run. He's going to get the first down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Jaxson Dart gets us started here. Let's freaking go, baby. And if you're new to the channel, we don't turn on the lights during primetime games until we get our first touchdown. And Jaxson Dart just turned on the lights. Always have trouble with this remote. Bam, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, man. At 9:59, Jaxson Dart getting us started here with the first touchdown of the night. Let's go. Extra point is, woo, just sneaking in to that left post there. But look at that, man. The rookie getting it going against the Eagles defense, taking off, avoiding a sack. Actually avoided a couple sacks on the last couple plays there. And then just going off for a big touchdown. Yeah, definitely a bigger improvement than many people thought when they benched Russell Wilson, man. This offense has looked a little bit different. There's a little bit more energy. Are they going to win a bunch of games? Are they going to be the number 1 seed? No. But with this kid, man, there's something. There's a lot more energy. There's a lot. He's going to take his chances. Russell was just kind of throwing the ball down the field, not really with any logic to it, and seemed gun shy to run. This kid, he's like, doesn't know any better, man. He's just going to run and make it happen. So there you go. Yeah, when you look at the defense, man, once again, Philadelphia, their defense has definitely been more vulnerable to basically anything. The run, the pass, all season long, man. They are basically a middle of the road defense when it comes to giving up touchdowns and giving up yards. So, which is something that we're not used to seeing. Like right there, man, Jaxson Dart just running right past Zach Bond there, man. Bond never looked like he was about to bring him down. Yeah, this kid's fast, man. This kid is fast, and that's going to be a problem if they cannot get pressure. And it's going to be across the 25 and down near the 29. That is Tank Bigsby with the return there. The Philadelphia trading for Tank Bigsby, I think, in week 2. Giving up a late round pick to bring in a guy that they were hoping to not only give them a boost in the running game when they needed him just to be safe, and then on top of that, mostly a special teams guy, man, a returner. He looked good when he was doing it over there in Jacksonville, and so far he's been giving them a little bit of a spark here on some returns. All right, we got 1st and 10 for the Eagles here. I would be surprised if they did not hand it off to Saquon. Oh, they don't. Quick throw to the outside. Dallas Goedert picking up about 4 or 5 on the little out route there. All right, single receiver to the left there. Hurts in the shotgun, hands it off to Saquon. He was met in the backfield, breaks a couple tackles, but will still be brought down for a loss of about 2. There you go, man. Brian Burns in on that tackle there, man. That guy has just been a great freaking player since he's been brought to New York. He was a great player in Carolina too, but he's been basically the crown jewel for the Giants there. They've geared that offense a lot towards his strengths. All right, 3rd and 8. Hurts looking and pressured and brought down. Speaking of Brian Burns with a beautiful sack on 3rd down. Nice little stunt there, looped around, I think. Yep. Looped around the linebacker. I believe that was Carter, number 51. Yeah, dude, the left tackle there just getting beat by Brian Burns. Yeah, Carter pushed the guard as far back as he could, and then basically Burns able to just overlap number 51 in that guard, and that left basically Hurts by himself, man, and he was not able to get away. Great return here by Ozlowski with getting it across the 30. There we go. Dude, if the Giants can get out to a 14-3 lead against the Eagles, man. I mean, this Giants team beat the Chargers, man. They definitely, the Chargers, especially after the first 3 weeks, everybody was like saying, "Hey, man, the Chargers are different, man. They look like Super Bowl contenders." Since then, been a tough one for the Chargers there, but Giants look good in that game. Hand off to the right, Scatterboo picking up about 3, maybe 4 on the run to the right. All right, Dart in the shotgun. 2 receivers split out wide on the left. Scatterboo to his right. Looking, throws over the middle. He finds his man, Wan'Dale Robinson, in Philly territory, man. Great crossing route. Yeah, Wan'Dale starting out on that right side and just kind of running across her towards the left. And that throw was a little bit behind, but Robinson able to adjust to it and picks up big yardage. Ball at the 36 of Philadelphia, 1st and 10. Hand off to Devin Singletary, and he goes nowhere. Oh, look at that, man. Zach Bond, man, the Wisconsin product just knifing through to get to Singletary, bringing them down for no gain. All right, Dart alone in the shotgun, single receiver to the left. Pressure, steps up, trying to run. He's going to roll to his right, delivers a catchable ball, and Wan'Dale Robinson streaking down the right sideline. Touchdown, New York. Wow, man. I should have started Wan'Dale Robinson in my fantasy. I'll tell you that much. Woo! Oh, boy, man. This Philly defense just getting punched in the mouth early. Once again, man, it took forever for that route to. I shouldn't say that play. I should say to develop there. Jaxson Dart kind of running around, and then just finally able to roll out to his right, found a receiver open. Robinson breaking the tackle there and just streaking to the end zone. And the kick is no good. I said it. I mentioned it, man. I was like, that extra point, that first one, a little close to the left. And this one, missing. We'll see if those points come back. But we got 5:37 left in the first. And hot dang, dude. The Giants jumping out to a big 10-point lead. All right, before we come back here, man, once again, Giants jumping on top of the Eagles, looking good on offense. Their defense able to put pressure on Jalen Hurts. Have already brought him down for a sack. Outside of those two runs by Saquon to basically start out the game that picked up like 30 plus yards, the Eagles have not really been able to do a whole lot. Jaxson Dart has already ran for a touchdown and thrown a touchdown. The kid is looking good against a Philly defense that so far this season has underperformed. All right, this one caught inside the 10, brought to the 20, 25, and down near the 27-yard line is where Philadelphia will start here. All right, we got 1st and 10. Hurts in the shotgun. Saquon to his right. He's got two receivers stacked up on that left side. Takes the snap, looking. Throws to the left, and not on the same page as A.J. Brown. I should say it was an inaccurate pass. I think he was expecting Brown to kind of come back to that one just a little bit more. Yeah, Brown kind of just taking that one just kind of flat towards the left sideline, and I think Hurts wanted him to kind of loop back just a couple yards. All right, we got 2nd and 10. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. We got two receivers to that left side again. Throwing to the right to AJ, and I think he caught it. I think he caught it. Yeah. Here we go, man. It's actually pretty dang good coverage by the Giants, man. That was just a great throw. That was against Debo, the former New Orleans Saint. Hand off to Saquon. He's running to the right. Breaks and nearly got loose there. Will pick up about 6 yards, getting it down to the 39 of New York. All right, Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver to that left side. Hurts looking. He's got time. He's got a clean pocket. Finds Dallas Goedert inside the 20, down to the 16. Eagles in the red zone for the first time tonight. Dude, it looks like Dexter Lawrence was just lined up in the neutral zone there. Jeez. All right. Handoff. No, fakes it and gets it out to Dallas Goedert once again, but this one only going to pick up about 3, maybe 4. On a shallow out route there towards the left sideline. All right, we got a 5 receiver set. Saquon split out all the way to the right side. Hurts in the shotgun alone. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 17. Hurts looking over the middle. Finds Devonta Smith. And that'll be a first down for the Eagles just inside the 5. David Stegosaurus. Howdy, howdy, sir. How are you? How you doing tonight, my man? All right, we got 1st and goal, ball at the 4. A lot going on here. Hand off to Saquon. Spin move, but will only pick up about half a yard down near the 3. It's a decent run there to the right side, but and David, who do you got, my man? Who do you got? Do you got the Giants, or do you think the Eagles are going to be able to pull this one away? All right, Hurts in the shotgun. Single receiver all the way to the left side. Oh, got a weird one here. Little pitch to Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia, man. That was a weird little play, man. Hurts at the last second took a snap from basically under center here, and then just one-handed pitched it to Dallas Goedert towards the right side there. He is basically Goedert basically running a little tight end screen. And obviously, with a little bit of help from the offensive line there blocking for him, able to kind of pick his way through all those Giants and then muscled his way into the end zone for the first touchdown for the Eagles tonight. Extra point by Elliott is good, and the Eagles have just made it a 3-point game here tonight. Let's go. I picked the Eagles to win, but if they lose, I can point and laugh and point again. The pointing is very important with the laugh. It's very, very important. You know, if the Simpsons ever has taught us anything, you cannot laugh without a good point. But yeah, man. Yeah, I picked the Eagles to win this one as well. Obviously, I was a little worried there for a second there, but looks like they're kind of back on track, man. That passing game looked good on this drive. The running game not as explosive as that first drive, at least those first 2 plays, but I guarantee you, Saquon, he will find some room at some point here. I keep on forgetting that the Eagles traded for Sam Howell, man. Yeah, what the heck did they give up for it? Let me see here. Traded a 5th round and a 7th round pick. But they got Howell and a 6th round pick. I don't know. To me, that's still too much. There's no telling how I will be the pointing. But there's a 69. Ooh, 69. Nice. Always a good number. Chance accomplished by a haughty look of desertion. Also, great word, man. Haughty. Always a great word. All right, caught at inside the 10. Get to that to the 15, and whoa, taken down at around the 22. All right, man. Now the Eagles special teams. Now they're starting to get a little motivated here. Let's see if their defense can respond, giving up 2 touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives against New York. Can the Giants offense make it 3 for 3? Let's go. All right. Dart in the shotgun, running back to his right, single receiver to that left side. And nothing there for Wan'Dale Robinson trying to get to the corner there on the right side on the end around. All right, we got 2nd and 10. Dart in the shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver to that left side. Play action. Dart looking. Pressured. He's going to take off and run. And this time, they will bring him down for a loss. Oh, there might be a fumble. There might have been a fumble, but it is recovered by the Giants. So All right, so we got 3rd and 10 here coming up. All right, this Philly defense looking a lot better now. So it looks like the Eagles are kind of recovered after kind of getting caught off guard here early. All right, Dart in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got 2 receivers on that right side. Throws to the right and finds Little Jordan for a gain of about 5. And that is his name. It's literally Lil Jordan. Lil Jordan Humphrey, which is an awesome freaking name. I love it. Yeah, he's bounced around the league for a little bit. He was an undrafted receiver out of Texas back in 2019. Spent a couple years, spent 3 years in New Orleans. Spent 2022 with the Patriots, and then has spent the last 2 years with the Denver Broncos, and now is with the Giants this year. Let me see here, David. I saw you notice my extended boo on your video from earlier. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, man. I felt the paranormal activity happening on that video, and I was like, hey, I gotta test it out. I gotta check it out, man, because it's just like in any horror movie. You always have to know what's going on with the noise in the attic. Can't just be like a normal human being and just ignore it until hopefully it goes away. Yeah, I'm testing out whether those kind of like smaller, short, bite-size, like little clips are doing something. Get some people kind of interested that don't want to watch the whole thing. Throw them a little some of the highlights of the stream. I'm gonna try to add the actual corresponding NFL vid with it in the future. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. Hopefully, it doesn't get copyrighted, but we'll see. All right, we got 4th and 4 coming up here for the Giants. Philly defense finally able to get something going here. Punts is away. Jahan Dotson out there catches it around the 20 and will get it across the 25 down near the 27. All right, we got Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers split out to the right side. Giants showing pressure. They do a little bit of a weird delay there, but hey, able to stop Hurts from running the ball right at the line. No gain on 1st down. Oh, snap. There we go. You are correct, my man. Now we got Hurts here in. What is going on here, man? There we go. It's going to be a run up the middle here, and Saquon picking up about 3 yards there. It'll be 3rd down coming up for Philly. That's the one thing with Philly, man. They're not being as aggressive as I think they should be against this pretty porous Giants defense, man. Like, I get it. Your strength is the running game, or at least it was last year. But you got to challenge this defense, man. All right, we got 3rd and 7 coming up. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looking, finds Devonta Smith. My goodness, wow. I keep on thinking Jahan Dotson. But Smith with a great little sluggo route there across towards the right sideline, picking up a 1st down and a little bit more after. Yeah, got it near the 45. It's a nice little catch and run. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Ball at the 45. Play action. Hurts looking, running, rolling to his right. And he finds A.J. Brown for a 1st down. And they are in Giants territory. A.J. Brown getting just uncovered there as the ball was arriving. All right, we got a 3-receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Saquon to Jalen's left there. Looking, rolling out to his left side. Hurts directing traffic, and he finds a wide open Jahan Dotson along the left sideline there, and that'll get it down to the 22. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles, man. And I just said this a couple plays ago, man. Get the ball down the field, man. The passing game has been one of the biggest weaknesses for the Giants' defense, man. They have just been giving big chunks of yardage through the air. I think the only quarterback that didn't get like 275 yards was Justin Herbert, and he was having a weird day with his receivers. It's going to be a handoff to Saquon, and this one going to the left and going to go nowhere. Giants sniffing that one out. I think that was Kayvon Thibodeau. Yes, it was, man. He's the first guy there. Then the cavalry came. All right, we got 2 receivers on the right side. Hurts in the shotgun. Looking, throws down the left seam there and finds his tight end. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. I think you're going to spot him about half a yard shy. Yeah, so you've seen a little bit of an uptick for Dallas Goedert over the last couple of weeks. I think he's caught 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. So he's looked a little bit better there. Oh, they're respotting the ball. It's still going to be short, but it's going to be... Oh, well, no, never mind. It'll be a 1st down. Time for a pick 6. Hey, man, better be careful, David. Remember what happened the last time he wished for that. I know Mahomes is not on the field, but... No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Teasing you, man. Just teasing you. You can do the same to me when Jordan Love throws a pick 6. All right. Hurts alone in the shotgun. We got 3 receivers on that right side. Takes the snap, looking, throws to the left quickly, gets it out to A.J. Brown, and that'll be about 9 yards on the catch there towards the left sideline. It's going to be inside the 5, though, so it's... Yeah, we're closing in on Philly taking the lead here. All right, 2 receivers split out to the left. Jalen alone in the shotgun. Takes off and runs to his right. Rolling, and incomplete. Great coverage there. I'm trying to see who that was. So he was trying to get it out to Saquon Barkley, who was lined up wide to the right side there. And that was a Dory Jackson. Okay, Jackson getting his hand on the ball to just bat that one away. So 3rd and 1, we got the Philly shove coming up here. And we'll be about a half a yard shy of the first. So we got 4th and inches coming up. It would not surprise me to see the Eagles run that play again. Let's go, man. We got 6 people watching, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, we do 5 games a week. We try to stream as many as we can. And if you're new here, please, hey, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Otherwise, the Eagles will do another brotherly shove here. No, but I appreciate you guys being here, man. Thank you. I hope they fumble every time they run that play. I think there's a lot of fans that are sick of that play, man. I am one of those people. The play is just so darn annoying, but I don't know, man. To me, there's still part of me that's just like, it's football. It's just the way it is. You know, it's just big guy on big guy and then getting a push. What I think should potentially be illegal is getting assistance from somebody behind you to push forward. And, oh, man, I don't think of course, Prime gets rid of the indicators just as that play was going off. So, I don't know, man. The Giants may have stopped him. It's going to be really close, man. It's not a... Let me see here. Yeah, dude, it is close. Oh, so they did have a Philly player move before the snap. So that should have been a false start. All right, 1st and goal. They gave him the 1st down, even though there was a player moving before then. And it's going to pick up about a yard down to the 1. The fact that they are... I don't know, man. To me, the fact that like New York decided not to look at that, like I get it, it's a penalty, it's a false start penalty. Technically, it's a pre-snap penalty. Most of the time, those are not reviewable. They should be, and then not just because of this instance. It's just like, I don't know, man. But 2nd and goal, doing it again here, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia running 4. Philly shoves in a row to get into the end zone for the last, what, 3.5 to 4 yards, basically. Not super sexy, not super exciting, but it's effective, and they have retaken the lead here. New York can't tell them to throw a flag. That's the part that sucks. Yeah, and like I get it, man. Like I'm not a person that, like, you know me, man. I hate flags. Like I always say, let them play. But when it comes to that, man, like if you're gonna be flagging uh, Jawan Taylor every time he's not lined up over the center, then you have to be able to spot that there's an offensive lineman moving early. This is not the first time it's happened. Not only since they've been doing this, this is not the first time it's happened this season. For Philly, man, was it like week 3, week 2? There was an offensive lineman on a fourth down. I think it was a fourth down. If they tried to run the play, and a Philly player moved early, and they did not get that penalty. So like once again, the only reason I think it's highlighted, or I'm bringing it up, is because this play is already having a clear result that we already know what's going to happen, and it's just like, especially if you're a ref, man, you got to be very critical of the way that they're doing this play. Just like, once again, just like you're very critical of Jawan Taylor when his head is not lined up correctly or he's too far back. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's a pre-snap play. It's an advantage. You got to crack down on it. Yeah, but once again, though, I mean, not to take anything away from the Eagles here, because that drive looked good. It was a good drive. They were able to get kind of some of the running game going a little bit, but most of it was the passing game. Getting the ball, they were just ripping through this Giants defense, and that's what got them inside the 5. So once again, there's nothing to say. I can't take away anything on that drive. And once again, it's a legal play. It's a perfectly legal football play, and I was one of those people that it still is. I don't think it should be taken away. I think you just need to learn how to stop it. It's very difficult, and it's even more difficult with, once again, offensive linemen moving early. All right, we're back here for the extra point, and Jake Elliott able to give the Eagles their biggest lead of the night, 17-13. Captain Mickey Mouse, Dave, how are you doing? Both games this coming Sunday night football. Maybe you could score both at the same time. You could do that. Detroit and Cincinnati. I don't know, man. That thing almost doing that double game almost killed me, man. Whew. I didn't know that there was 2 Sunday night games. I thought there was 2 Monday night games. Yeah, I think it might just be 2 Monday night games, my man. Oh no, there is. Oh wow, wow. I was wrong. Oh no, sorry. No, that's 325. So yeah, no, there's only one game on Sunday night. There's 2 Monday night games. Sorry. All right. I still want a team to just have their defense leap up and come right back down. Philly wouldn't see it coming and ram themselves into the ground before being sat on. That'd be hilarious. They need a Troy Polamalu. All right, Giants returning this one. It's going to be a decent return, and across the 30 down to the 34. Wozlowski with a nice little return there, giving the Giants some decent field position this time. Yes, there is. Oops. Yeah. No, it's all right, man. It's all right. For a second there, I thought there was 2 games too. I was like, what? But yeah, no. Sunday night is only Giants and Chiefs, and then Monday night is Bills Falcons, and then Bears Commanders is the late game. All right. All right, Jaxson Dart in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield with him. Hand off to Skadaboo, and we'll pick up about 3 to 4 yards for the Arizona State running back. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm saying his last name incorrectly. It might be Skadaboo, but Skadaboo has just a nice name to it, just a nice ring to it. All right, hand off to Tracy, and he's gonna pick up a yard or 2 on the run. So already 3rd and about medium for the Giants here. All right, we got 3 receivers on the right side. Dart in the shotgun with a running back to his left. All right, 3rd and 6, ball at the 37. Dart, quick throw to the outside, and gets Lil Jordan Humphrey with a nice catch there, man. Humphrey has had a pretty decent night. That is his 3rd catch of the night and his 2nd first down picked up. 3 catches, 49 yards. There we go. Dart in the shotgun, running back to his left. Fakes the pitch, takes off and runs to the 50 and down to the 45, and very close to a first down is Jaxson Dart. Yeah, this Eagles defense, man, they're starting to scheme for Dart taking off here. There's a QB spy there on that one. All right, we got 2nd and 1 coming up in Philly territory at the 45. Toss to Skadaboo. He gets the first down across the 40, down to the 39, and delivering and taking a hit out of bounds there. So nice freaking run. Next Thursday, we're going west to Cincinnati for Aaron Rodgers and the Bangs. There we go. Oh, it's going to be a nice little end around to Wan'Dale Robinson, but it's going to go nowhere. Mukuba bringing him down after just a gain of 1. Yeah, Wan'Dale, I think he was, out of Kentucky? Trying to think here. I think he was a 2nd round pick out of Kentucky, but let me double check. 2nd round pick, Kentucky. There we go. Yeah, man. He had a really solid first couple of years, man, but he's been lost over the last few years in this offense. 2nd and 9. Dart in the shotgun, running back to his right. 4 receiver set. Pressured by Philly. Quick throw, getting it out to the tight end, Johnson. And there you go, man. That picks up about 5, maybe 6. All right, we got 3rd and 4. Ball at the 34, and we got Dart in the shotgun with a running back to his right, single receiver to the right side. Philly sends 4, quick throw to the outside, and Jalen Hyatt with a great catch there. Great coverage by the Eagles. The Eagles defenders are saying that was a drop. We'll see what it is. Right now, it is a 1st and 10 coming up here. I don't think a catch, man. That was a catch. It was, once again, great coverage. Almost made a play on the ball. Quick throw to the outside and gets it out to Hyatt again, picking up about 6, maybe 7 on the out route towards the right sideline. The Bills might be in trouble this Monday night because they're playing Kirk Cousins. Oh. I don't think Kurt is the starting quarterback coming this week, man, unless there is an injury that I do not know about. So yeah, no, Michael Penix is healthy, so he should be and will likely be the starting quarterback for the Falcons there. Yeah, no, Kurt has been benched since last year, my man. I thought Kurt. No, no. Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly what week they benched Kurt last year. He was benched a couple times. I think it was like mid-season. It might have been week 7 or 8. They brought in Penix, and he performed pretty well, but then was struggling, I think, with injury. Then Cousins started again for a game or two, and then finally, I think Penix, once he was healthy, he took over, and then starting this year, Penix has been the guy. He's had an up and down season so far. Week 1 he looked good. Week 2 he looked rough, and then the next week they won pretty big, and just been kind of once again riding the roller coaster of having a young quarterback. Man, just kind of how it is. There's going to be a lot of growing pains. One week they look like the franchise quarterback. The next they look like a guy that probably shouldn't have been picked in the top 5 or something like that. But yeah, right now Michael Penix looks good. Some weeks doesn't look so great. Others, but yeah. Why would they bench Cousins when he's a good quarterback? Oh man, no man. Kirk Cousins, when they benched him last year, he was leading the NFL in interceptions, and I think he might have been the NFL's leading quarterback in terms of interceptions last year, even after the benching. I'll have to double check, but yeah, no. Kirk Cousins was having a rough couple games, man. There's about, I think they went 3 to 5 games without him throwing a touchdown, I think. Yeah, once again, this was all last year, so yeah, Kirk Cousins had a rough season last year, man. All right, we're back here, 2nd and 4. Dart in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looking to throw to his left, but scrambling, gets away from a couple sacks, gets a first down, and across the 15. Jaxson Dart, man, making guys miss left and right and getting a first down for the Giants. Yeah, the kid is looking good, man. Jaxson Dart, he's trying to make the right calls. He's not throwing it into double coverage or making dumb decisions. I would hope he would eventually start throwing the ball away in some of these, but we'll see. Double reverse, gets it out to Skidaboo over the middle, and the kid out of Arizona picking up about 5 or 6 yards up the middle, man. Cousins led the NFL in interceptions so bad he still has this season too. There we go. He still. Yeah, no. I wasn't sure if he finished as the interception leader, but I know when he was benched, he was he was the leader in interceptions by quite a bit. It wasn't just by like one or two. I think it was like might have been like 4 or 5 more interceptions than the nearest quarterback. So Michael Penix got 1 interception last week and 2 TDs. Yeah. So yeah, Michael, like I said, Michael, he's had a good up and down. Like he's had a little bit of an up and down season. Some weeks he looks great. Other seasons, I don't want to say he looks terrible, but it's just more of like I think you're still trying to go through the growing pains of a guy that I think even when he was drafted, he needed to sit. They needed to work on his mechanics. They needed to work on him in terms of him being able to kind of run a pro style offense. But so far, man, athletically, when it comes to arm strength and when it comes to kind of creating plays in the passing game or in the running game, he's looked good. So I think the Falcons made the right decision. All right. Jaxson under center here, hands it off to Sketabo, and he will pick up about 2 or 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up. Yeah, but Sketabo actually, I think he sent out a tweet a couple days ago. It might have been on Sunday, but after that fumble that he was like, "Hey, New York, sorry, I'm gonna be better. That won't happen again." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool, man." Like you can tell this kid loves to play football. He wants to get it right. I don't think he has to apologize to anybody, in my opinion. Like, dude, you're playing a game against some really insane athletes. You're probably an insane athlete as well. And stuff like that's going to happen, man. It's tough to hold on to a weird shaped ball the entire time you're getting just 250 pound to 300 pound linemen just ramming into you. You know what? It's going to happen. So, all right, we got 3rd and 1 here. We got a 3 tight end set. I love it. Single receiver to the right. Dart under center here. Skettaboo in the back. And it's going to be a QB sneak. Oh, Jaxson Dart getting the first down to the 5. And that'll be 1st and goal for the Giants. Taking a page out of the Eagles playbook there with a little QB sneak. There you go. Great job. Great push by the offensive line. Giving Dart just enough space to kind of fall forward before those defenders able to bring him down. All right, we got 157 left here in the first half. Giants just inside the 5. We got single receiver to the left. Dart under center. Fakes the handoff. Throws it and... Did he catch that? No. I thought Humphrey made an insane catch over there in the back of the end zone there. Woo! Almost hauled that one in, dude. That would have been a great freaking touchdown. All right. 3 receivers to the left. Dart in the shotgun with Sketabo in to the right. Handoff. Touchdown! Sketabo! Let's go! Oh, that's good for my fantasy team. I kept him in this season, this week. I was risking the biscuit a little bit here. I was like, well. But all right, man. Just a great handoff. And then just once you get that big luck there with some momentum, he's tough to bring down. Great blocking by the offensive line by the Giants, man. He wasn't touched until he was about a yard away from the end zone, and with that momentum, yeah, it's gonna be. They would have taken a brick wall to stop Skadaboo, and I don't think even then the brick wall would have taken a hit, would have taken some damage for sure. But there we go, man. Jesus, just laying a shoulder on I believe that was Cooper DeJean. All right, man. Got ourselves a freaking game here on Thursday night, man. Once again, I was a little worried. I thought the Eagles were going to start to have a little bit too much momentum and then finally pull away. But the Giants, man, with a great freaking drive, a long drive, ate up a lot of clock, ran a lot of plays, and got some big first downs on third down, man. They did it the hard way, and they are rewarded with a touchdown and the lead. I bet a titanium wall would stop him. I mean, probably, but I think it would be like a cartoon, like a Looney Tunes cartoon. There would just be an outline of Cam Skadaboo on that wall. Like it would stop him, but you would know who was there. You would know who ran into that wall for sure. Skadaboo is how you pronounce his last name. It said on. Yeah, Skadaboo, I think is the correct pronunciation. But yeah, man. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, my bad. It's a Skadaboo. At least that's what Wikipedia says. So yeah, so Skadaboo. So okay, I was saying correctly, man. Also, I have not been keeping on top of the timeouts there, so I do apologize for that, guys. My bad, my bad. They are correct now, but yeah, I gotta readjust my the way my seats are because I can barely see the bottom like 2 inches of my TV screen there. Oh, whoa! What is that decision by Tank Bigsby? Brought down inside the 5. Oh, they're saying that he got wrapped up at the 6, but there was like a, I think there's a hesitation there by Tank. Oh no no, Jesus! I think when I looked up, he was already in the end zone. But no, he just muffed the kick. So yeah, that was just a muffed catch there by Tank Bigsby. So Eagles gonna get the ball at the 7. First and 10 here. We got 2 receivers on the right side. Hurts in the shotgun, hands it off to Saquon. To the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and down to the 24. Saquon Barkley with a huge run. Gain of 18 yards. That is his 3rd run of over 15 yards. 4 receiver set. Hurts looking, throws to the right side, finds A.J. Brown, and will pick up about 8 or 9 there. Clock is running. We got 37, 36, 35, 34, 33. 4 receiver set. Once again, the Eagles have no timeouts left. Hurts looks, throws, finds A.J. Brown for a first down near the 44, and that'll stop the clock. 45 seconds. I trust Google as much as the majority of the NFL fan base roots for the Chiefs. Oh man. All right, once again, 25 seconds left. Four receiver set, two receivers stacked up on that left side. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Hurts throws to the right side, and it'll be incomplete, trying to get it to Dallas Goedert. He's probably lucky he did not catch it, because that would have been only about a 5 or 6 yard gain, and not a whole lot of time was going to be left if he would have caught that one. Dakota! What's going on, brother? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here, my man. Let's go, Giants. There we go, man. Somebody's got to root for the Giants. All right, we got Hurts in the shotgun running back to his left. Three receivers on that right side. Pressure. Has to run to his right. He will throw it out of bounds. 15 seconds left. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Eagles. All right, so there's a little bit of a delay there. We're just trying to see what's going on here. There we go. All right, Eagles in the shotgun, and there's going to be a timeout, I believe. Oh, no, delay of game. At least that's what they were showing initially, so. Okay, never mind. Giants took their second timeout. That's what I thought, but bam. Yeah, if like to me, I'm obviously I think I have to cheer for the Giants here to win. That helps out the Packers, but I do believe that Philly's gonna somehow find a way to win this one. All right, single receiver to the right, Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his right, and he's gonna take off and run. He's to the 50, and he slides down at the 47. He slides just shy of the first. The clock is continuing to run. 4 seconds and no time left. The Eagles running out of time. The muffed catch by Tank Bigsby that basically made the Eagles offense start at their own 7, costing them some points here. What the heck? There we go. All right, man. Let's freaking go. It's been a weird game. I'll tell you that much. It's been a weird game. It hasn't really been back and forth. It's been Eagles scored a field goal. Giants scored 13 points, 2 back-to-back touchdown drives. Then the Eagles went on their own back-to-back touchdown drives, and then the Giants able to kind of score there before the half, and then yeah, it's been one of those games. We'll see how the second half starts out. The Giants will get the ball to start the second half. So that'll be interesting if they can get if they can double dip, basically. They were able to score just before the half. Can they do it again? And then, once again, take a double-digit lead at some point in the third if they can score again before the Eagles get the ball back. Yeah, let's look at the overall numbers here. So Giants with 198 total yards, 127 of that coming through the air. Rushing, not bad actually, 71. They're averaging just over 7 yards per play. They have 10 first downs. They have converted 5 of 6 on third. They only have 2 penalties. And that's about it. For the Eagles, it's been kind of similar for the most part. Very similar. They have a little bit more success in the passing game. You can probably credit that to that last drive there. But 156 through the air, 68 on the ground, averaging just under 6.5 yards per play. They're just 1 for 5 on third down. They've allowed 2 sacks, and they do have a 7 minute advantage, almost a 7 minute advantage over the Giants there in time of possession. Yeah, Hurts 14 of 18, 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley 8 of 56. A good chunk of those came on the first two runs, and then that run just before the half there. So it's been kind of a tough sledding. I think if you account for those 3 runs for Saquon, I think he only has probably about 12 yards on the other 5 carries. So nothing too crazy, but hey, yardage is yardage, and there you go. Hurts 6 for 10, 1 touchdown on the ground. AJ Brown probably having his best start to a game this season. 5 catches, 73 yards. Dallas Goedert 6 for 50 and a touchdown. And then looking at the Giants, man, Jaxson Dart 10 for 13, 127 through the air, 1 touchdown throw. He's also the leading rusher, 4 carries for 38 yards and a scramble that went for a touchdown. That was the first touchdown for the Giants. Cam Skedaboo 8 for 31 and a score. And Wan'Dale Robinson, leading catcher, 4 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. I should have started Wan'Dale Robinson in my league. Dang it. Lil Jordan Humphrey, 3 for 49. Once again, one of my favorite names that I have discovered today. Lil Jordan Humphrey. And unlike some guys that have like kind of a strange name that ends up being just like a nickname, that is apparently Humphrey's birth name. Lil Jordan. It's awesome. Love it. We need more of it in the NFL. And that is about it. Jude McAnemney had unfortunately missed the extra point. That is why it's not a 4-point lead for the Giants instead of a 3-point lead that they have right now. So, yeah. So what have I seen in this game, just outside of the stats? Obviously, like, you can look at the numbers and be like, oh, well, it's a close game. Sure. But what have I seen so far? To me, the Giants surprisingly have been the better team on offense. And it's not just because they have scored 3 touchdowns to Phillies, too. Their quarterback, their offensive line right now does look like it's been doing a better job of protecting their quarterback. Jaxson Dart has been the more effective runner so far. And on top of that, I think the running game has been a little bit more effective for the Giants, at least in terms of picking up first downs on third down. That's been a big thing. And when you are able to convert on third down, it does 2 things. One, obviously, it gives you the first down and allows you to get more plays. But the fact that you're not picking up first downs on first down or second down, you're keeping more of the ball. You're keeping more possession of the ball because you're having to run more plays. And you're, like, once again, that is a great thing. You want to keep this Philly offense off the field as much as you possibly can, because you do not want to give them opportunities to just kind of get right, in which they've looked good on offense. But on top of that, this Giants defense, I talked about it before the game. So far, it looks like it's been the same thing. They have been average, average at almost everything. Stopping the run, average. I think they're ranked either 14th or 17th. When it comes to passing yards, once again, they are bang average. They are smack dab, almost in the middle in terms of the NFL defenses. And then total yardage, same thing. Rushing yards, I think they were 15th in the NFL coming into this game in terms of how many they were giving up. I didn't get a chance to look at how many passing touchdowns they gave up, but they've already given up one today. So, so yeah, man, this Eagles defense has not been as strong, and right now they are also missing Jalen Carter because of a heel injury. So that's going to be affecting their front seven, the ability to get pressure on the quarterback, the ability to stop the run. When you miss that big of a playmaker in the middle of your defense. So yeah, so if you're the Giants, man, take advantage, keep your offense, give Jaxson Dart as many outlets as he can, whether that's being able to dump it down, getting somebody underneath the coverage. Just give this kid options that he does not have to worry about just chucking the ball down the field or trying to run it himself. Just get the ball out there. If you pick up 2 or 3 yards, great, and just keep going. And the good thing about Jaxson Dart, man, the kid looks confident. He doesn't seem like there's no happy feet really going on. He's scrambling a lot for sure. And I think sometimes he is running a little bit too soon at times, but it's not a nervousness. He's keeping his eyes down the field. We've seen him scramble a couple times in this game, and then as soon as he's out of danger, boom, eyes go up and he's found somebody. Like that touchdown to Wan'Dale Robinson. That was a scramble. He tried to step up, did not work, bumped into his own lineman, tried to run to the left, then started running to the right. And then once again, through all of that, was able to find Wan'Dale open, and then that resulted in a big touchdown for the Giants. So the kid is mobile, but he's not relying on his legs alone. He's keeping his eyes down the field, and he's trusting his receivers, and he's trusting his arm a little bit too. So, yeah, man. It's the Giants have looked good. Their defense, I think they're doing a pretty decent job against the Eagles. Their coverage definitely needs to be better, man. They're giving up big chunks in the passing game. For the most part, they have held Saquon and this running game pretty contained for the most part. Like I said, most of Saquon's yardage, those 56 yards that he has, almost 40 plus, I guarantee you, at least 45 yards, have come on 3 runs. Two of them were the very first 2 plays of the game. I think the first run was for 15 or 17 yards, and then the next one was another 12 or 13 yarder. Like right there, that's some big yardage. And then he had a big run just before the half that didn't result in any points, obviously. So, like right there, man, they're doing a good job stopping the run. They've been able to bring him down for a couple losses, or at least stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And they've been able to contain Jalen Hurts, who is a guy that can easily go off for 50 to 75 yards if you don't account for him. And none of that has happened. So what the Giants have to do is probably tighten up the secondary a little bit. I know it's risky. I know you don't have the strongest secondary. This Giants defense has given up a lot of yardage through the air. Just look at that Dallas game in week 2. That was just insane. But I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe you just stick to stopping the run and then say, hey, as long as we stay in front of them, as long as we are able to tighten up when we need to, we'll be fine. But I don't know. But I don't know. The Giants' defense has been also pretty solid, at least in terms of stopping the run. Imagine this player with the heel injury is out when they play Buffalo in the snow in Week 16. Yeah, I don't think Jalen Carter is going to be hurt for that long. I think he might even come back next week. He was I don't want to say a surprise inactive, but there was a small chance. There's a chance that he was going to be able to play in this game. But I think if it was a Sunday game, I think there's a chance that he was going to play, maybe a limited snap. But I think the quick turnaround on the Thursday game, I think that forced them. So plus you rest him here, and then you're going to have 10 extra days before your next game. So it's tough to argue with that, especially how important Carter is to that defense, man. Um, yeah, you don't want to lose him by bringing him into a game that he's already hurt and risking losing him for a longer period of time than just a game or two. So yeah, but for the Eagles, man, I think they're they're basically their road to victory is to continue to obviously be effective through the air, which they have been. AJ Brown has had his best game so far, at least in terms of the first half. And once again, Dallas Goddard picking up some big yardage, some big first downs as well. If they can get Saquon going, that's going to be able to control the ball. You're going to be able to control the clock even more, and you're going to be able to keep that Giants offense that seems to be fairly explosive at times on the sidelines. But yeah, man, that's just going to be. It's also going to just create. You're going to be able to tire out this Giants defense if you're able to run the ball with Saquon. Like we saw what happened last year when they were able to run, dude. The freaking Eagles were nearly impossible to stop. Couple that with an offense that can pass the ball, deadly, deadly. Yeah, but also the Eagles defense needs to play a lot better, man. 20 points to the Giants is a lot more than what you would want. A lot more. Yeah, they got to find ways to get pressure on Dart, bring him down. They brought him down for one sack, but for the most part, Dart has been able to kind of avoid and either get the ball out or find some running room. All right, caught at the 8, taking it across the 25, and there might have been a face mask there. Maybe. So it was a decent return. I think they're going to spot it around the 29. But yeah, let me know what you think. What do you guys think that either of these teams need to do to win the game? What do they need to improve on? And what do you feel like I'm right or am I wrong? Let me know. All right. Oh, 5 receiver set there. Skedaboo split out a little bit here. Dart gets it out to Skedaboo with a nice catch along the left sideline, but will only pick up about 3 or 4 yards. Oh, sorry. Uh, Give me 1 second, Captain Mickey Mouse. 1 second, 1 second. Sorry. We got 2nd and 6 coming up here. Skedaboo with a nice run up the middle, moving that pile and picking up about 3 to 4 yards, setting up a 3rd and short for the Giants. Dave, a Bills fan from the 90s, 80s, caught a football from Josh Allen, and then they gave it back so they could use it. I think this happened on the past game. Oh yeah, that was the guy that was like just sprinting up the stairs there. I was wondering what was going on, but I couldn't see. I couldn't read what was happening. Yeah, the captions did not capture the news of the day. And over the middle and trying to get it to Johnson. Oh my goodness, man. Johnson nearly made a great catch over the middle of the field, man, but unfortunately losing the ball as he fell to the turf. So that'll be 4th and 2 after that one. I like the decision though, man. Put one of your big athletic tight ends and basically just kind of see if he can um, take something up the field. Yeah, the safeties were freaking gone, dude. Freaking Philly just sent everybody underneath. And there was a fair catch on the punt there, but it looks like we might have a flag. All right, looks like it's going to be on Philly, so it'll be half a distance to the goal and a first down. We got 13:43 left in the third here. I think Philly needs to get a pick six, and then New York needs to return the favor. I was gone during halftime, so I'm not sure if that answered the question. You know what? I'll take it, my man. I will take it because that is exactly what I would like to see as well. A couple pick sixes on a Thursday night. That's how you start out a week right there, man. Captain Mickey Mouse. Yes, he gave it back to them. It's on the news. Oh, that's pretty cool. Heck yeah. Dave, your channel blocked me posting a link. Let me try doing it in the comments. Okay. All right, looks like we're coming back here from the commercial break. So once again, the penalty on the punt return there sets the Eagles back, way back inside their own 10, ball at the 7. Hand off to Saquon, and he's going to pick up some decent yardage. Nearly got away from the defender, but it'll be a gain of about, we'll say 6 or 7. It's in the Chiefs and Jags comment if you want to see. Okay, right on, my man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't be able to check it out during the stream, but I will try to check it out after, my man. I appreciate you. Probably a good story too. All right, 2nd and 4. Hurts. High snap, hands it off to Saquon, and that goes nowhere. It's going to be losing about a yard or two there for the Eagles. Kayvon Thibodeau, man, first man there. It's the second time Thibodeau has been able to bring down Barkley for a loss. Woo. All right, 3rd and 6. Seastraw! Good morning, sir. Or if you're in my time zone, good afternoon. Or good evening, I should say. 3rd and 6. Deep shot, wide open. And he misses Devonta Smith. There was nobody within like 7 yards of him. Just streaking down the left side. Might be the worst throw I've seen out of Hurts in a long time. Wow. Oh, wow. Lucky break for the... Yeah, absolutely, man. That coverage was blown, dude. Smith, he literally, if he catches that one, he might be able to moonwalk the last 10 yards. And a pretty bad punt there by the Eagles. The Giants will get it somewhere around their 45. That was Montana Sky. Yeah, man, that was big sky country for sure, man. Holy cow. Nothing but green grass if you would have caught that one. All right. Giants will get the ball at the 44 here, man. Great field positions. Dart over the middle, and we'll get about 5 yards there. That is a Humphrey with another catch. Humphrey was actually on the practice squad before being elevated because right now, obviously, Malik Neighbors' injury, but also Darius Slay out with a hamstring injury. So we got 2nd and 4. Dart in the shotgun. Handoff to, I believe that might be Tracy, coming back for the first time since injuring his, dislocating his shoulder against the Chiefs there. And that'll set up a 3rd and 1 for the Giants here in Philly territory. Ball at the 47. All right, Seastrom, who do you got in this game, man? I know it's like trying to choose between the devil and a worse person than the devil here, but who do you got? Who do you got? Handoff up the middle, and Skedaboo picking up the tough yardage, getting it inside the 45. There is going to be a flag, though. Oh boy. Might be on the Eagles here. It might be a face mask. Well, at least that's what Dable was talking about. Yep. Face mask. Eagles and the Giants will have even better field position. Let's go. Yep. There's the. Oh, jeez. Almost taking Skedaboo's eye out there with that one. And Seastrom, I picked the Eagles. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right, that's fair. I think most people were picking the Eagles to win this one. We might be wrong. Great throw and incomplete, but there is a flag in the secondary. Jaxson Dart, man, trying to get it to Humphrey. Pass interference, defense. Ooh. And that was on number 7 there, Ringo, who after that penalty is no star. Dave makes the Bills video into a reaction if you want. You're rocking on subscribers now. Oh, hey. Check it out. Woo, let's go, man. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Handoff. Oh, no. Dart keeping this one. He's to the 25, to the 20, and we'll pick up about 7 yards down the left sideline, man. There you go, man. Jaxson Dart with a nice little run there to the left. I for sure thought he had handed off to Tracy there over the middle. But great job, man. Had some blocking there by the tight end. There you go. Let's go, man. We're 106 subscribers. Good, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Handoff up the middle. Tracy trying to bounce it to the right side, and no bueno. Might have lost a yard or at least got to the line of scrimmage. So we got 3rd down coming up for the Giants. They are in the red zone here. They're definitely do not want to settle for for a field goal here, man. That only gives them a 6-point lead. We do have an offensive lineman for the Giants down there on one knee. That looks like Schultz. Ringo Dingo. And David Watermelon, because what? Hey man. It's always a good time for a watermelon, dude. Oh. Do you get one of those big giant jumbo watermelons from the grocery store for like $7-8? Dude, you just chomp that up, man. You'll be hydrated for the next 3 to 5 days easily. Yeah. David Stegosaurus, did you see the Bills fan caught the ball on Sunday? Let's see here. We got bears, we got koalas, we got watermelons, man. Let's freaking go. I think the only thing we're missing are some ghosts. Hold up. Sorry about that, guys. My goodness. So it was a first down run by Jaxson Dart towards the right sideline. Throws to the left, and it'll be incomplete. Humphrey looking for pass interference. Nice going, Dave. We lost audio again. Captain Mickey Mouse, I love you, man. You keep me on task, my man. I appreciate you. Sorry about that, man. Am I going nuts? Okay, I see. Not just me. Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to mute it so you guys wouldn't hear me sneeze. But I didn't. I pushed the button, but not far enough in to turn on. So, 2nd and 10. Dart with a nice little toss to Skedaboo to the right sideline to the 5. And we'll dive and pick up a few more yards, I think. And another 1st and goal coming up for the Giants. That was so funny, man. Seeing Skedaboo just take a hit and then just dive forward. It wasn't like an athletic, beautiful swan dive. It was just, let me just throw myself out here, huh? Oh man, dude, that dude is so ungraceful, but he's so freaking awesome, man. I love the way he runs. It's awesome. All right, we got two receivers to the left. Hand off to Skedaboo and gets into the end zone, I believe. No, they're marking him literally half a yard shy. Half a yard shy here. So there was a referee holding his hand up like this to kind of mark the spot of where he's down, and then Jaxson Dart just comes up, runs up to him, and then gives him a high five. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. But it depends on where they marked, where they blew the whistle dead. Though. I saw you sneeze, then press the mute button again. Yeah. Yeah. And they're marking it a touchdown. There we go. Oh, that was a long walk for a glass of water, man. Oh. All right, man. At 7:56, man, left in the third, the Giants about to take a 10-point lead with the extra point. It's right down the middle. And Scatterbo, man, basically just so excited, man. That kid just loves football, dude. You can just tell. And that love, man, is doing phenomenal for my fantasy team right now, man. Love that guy. If I can't win a championship in fantasy without Skedaboo, I don't want the championship. All right? That's what I'm going to say. But yeah, dude. The Giants are looking good right now, man. They are looking good. Once again, run the ball, passing the ball, it does not matter, man. They got a little bit of help with some penalties on that drive for sure. But there was nothing to indicate that it was just pure luck down the field. They've been doing well. They've been doing well in the passing game and the running game. I think now's a great time. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, man. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to build up this channel as best we can, and having more people, especially in the chat, just makes everything a lot better, man. I appreciate you guys. So if you guys are new here, hey, hit up the chat. Let us know who's your team, who you picking in this game, and what game are you looking forward to the most this weekend. So next week, man, it's gonna be the Steelers and the Bengals, man. Hopefully the Bengals are coming off a Green Bay Packer loss this week before they go up against Aaron Rodgers there. Is it me or does Aaron look a little crazy in that picture as a Steeler, man? There's something about his eyes, man. A little glazed. Might have taken some ayahuasca before. And it's going to be a decent return down to the 30. And the Eagles going to probably have their best, actually their best field position since probably about midway through the second. All right, we got 1st and 10. Hurts in the shotgun. Saquon to his left. We got 2 receivers bunched up on the right side. Takes the snap. It's been some high snaps there for the Eagles, man. Hurts has time. He's going to take off and run. Finds a wide open Dallas Goedert along the left sideline, and that'll be a 1st down and a little more. Oh man, I picked Cincinnati to win against Pitt. Yuck. Go Steelers. Oh boy. We'll keep that between us, man. Well, I won't let anybody know. We got 1st and 10, ball at the 44. Another high snap there. Hurts, looking, pumps, looking, has a whole lot of time. There we go. Now the pressure's getting to him. Rolling to his right and delivers a catchable ball to A.J. Brown along the right sideline, picking up about 5 or 6 yards there. Woo! Look at that, man. Full extension. Trying to catch that one along the right. Oh. Oh, they're looking at it, man. I think when he hits the ground, the ball goes it gets loose. So right there, catch, hits the ground, and that ball definitely moves, but was it out of his control? That is going to be the thing. It can move, but if he loses control of it, then it's oh man, that looks. And they're changing it. After the review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. I'm not convinced both feet stayed down. Yeah, that left one, it was tough to tell by the angle because they were kind of showing it. If they would have shown it like a little bit further down, I think you could have maybe seen. But yeah, right now they're saying because of the ball, when they hit the ground, the ball moved a little too much there. A little too much. So incomplete. So we got 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, we got Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. We got 2 receivers stacked up on that right side. Goedert in motion. Pressure. And Hurts breaking the pocket and will pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the scramble up the middle. And that'll set up a 3rd and medium for the Eagles here. As a Packer fan, Dave is actively rooting against Philly because it's better for Green Bay. Also, Scalapo fan. Absolutely. 100%, man. 100%. Green Bay's got to get the first overall. My goodness. The first seed. Because they got to play at home, man. I don't know. Pressure. Jalen wrapped up for a sack. Back at the 38. And that is Brian Robinson with his 2nd sack of the game. Woo-wee. Just a great blitz, great timed blitz by the Giants there, and Burns just ripping right past Toth, the left guard there, number 64. And then after that, able to corral Jalen Hurts, man. That's another tough thing to do. Punt is away, and it'll be caught at the 9 and taken out around the 11, I think. Plus, on top of that, the Eagles knocked out the Packers in the playoffs last year, which was, in my opinion, very rude. I know it's like, dude, we don't come to your playoffs and try to knock you out. The Packers were gracious hosts, all right. Even though they probably weren't hosting, they let the Eagles score touchdowns, and the Eagles were just rude about it. So I don't know. I don't like them. I don't like them. At least until the Packers beat them in the playoffs. Then the Eagles, yeah, they're fine. We have to return the favor. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's look at some updated stats here, man. Jaxson Dart has been pretty darn efficient throughout this game. He is 15 to 21, 178 through the air, one touchdown. Actually, no, sorry, that was not pretty sure. There we go. Jaxson Dart. There we go. 12 of 17, 137, one touchdown, and has run for 49 yards and a touchdown on 6 carries. It's pretty darn good. Cam Skedaboo, 12 carries, 51 yards, 4.2 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. All right, there we go. All right, man. The Giants surprisingly have an opportunity here to make this a 3 possession game. They're up by 10. They get it to 17 here, man. The Eagles are going to be in a position where they are definitely going to have to start chucking the ball down the field looking for big plays. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 10. Dart in the shotgun. Quick throw to the right side, and we'll get it out to Wan'Dale Robinson. Got it to about the 17, so a gain of 7 there for the Giants. Is Dahlia lurking tonight? We'll see. We'll see. I think she usually only pops in once or twice on a Thursday. That's what I've noticed. But yeah. 2nd and 4. Pressure. Dart rolling out to his left. Gets away from the sack. Tries to take off and run. And will pick up about 2 yards. Setting up a 3rd and 2. Maybe a 3rd and 3. We got Blankenship down on the ground. And Cooper DeJean also looks like he's trying to work something out here. It might be a cramp. It might be something. I don't know. He's also coming up a little bit with a little bit of a limp from his right leg. All right, 3rd and 2 coming up here. Dart in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to that left side as well. Over the middle, finds Wan'Dale Robinson. Big 1st down. Surprise, Wan'Dale was able to pop up, man. He got, oh my God, dude. He got taken out, and he looked like a top that just got spun down onto the ground. Just, whoo. Wan'Dale, man, having a good night. 5 for 77 and a touchdown. Gets another catch here. Picks up another 6 or 7 yards. Make it 6 catches for Wan'Dale Robinson. All right. Empty set. 3 receivers to the right. Dart takes a snap. 2nd and 3. Throwing it deep down the field and unable to connect with Humphreys. DeJean on the coverage. In non-football news. Aw. There you go. Look at that, man. David. For the children. For the children, man. Absolutely. Lilo and Stitch bag, man. That's... Yeah, you're definitely going to want that back, man. I think right now, if I lost my Lilo and Stitch bag, I'd want that returned to me. And it's going to be a false start on the Giants. Moving them back here on a 3rd down. All right, it'll be 3rd and 8 here. The Giants, 3rd and long coming up here. It's something that they have not had to deal with too much, man, throughout this game. They've been pretty efficient on 1st and 2nd down. Dart takes the snap, pressure, throws it, finds a wide open tight end across the 50, across the 45, and the Giants keep rolling. Dang, dude, like Limp Bizkit in the 90s, man. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And Jaxson Dart delivering that ball with pressure in his face, man. Taking that little bit of a hit afterwards. There you go. 1st and 10, ball at the 43 of Philly. 5 receiver set. Dart alone in the shotgun. We got 3 receivers to the left. Looking, taking off to run. And he takes a hit. Loses about 2 yards, and Jaxson Dart is down on the ground. Oh, boy. He took a shot, though. Nope. Dude, if you're a Giants fan, right now, this is like the worst thing you can possibly see. Jaxson Dart is hurt, down on the ground, and Russell Wilson is warming up. I think it might be when he landed on the defender's knee. Oof. So I think it has to do with either the neck or the head. I think that's what they're testing. So either one is not great for his availability to come back unless he can pass whatever test they have. I almost quoted the song "Great Minds Do." Look at that, man. You and me. Connected, dog. I mean, the plus side is he has movement and is at least in at least one leg. There you go, man. That's all you need in the NFL. One leg. I mean, I'm just saying, man. Adam Vinatieri made a career of just having one good leg. Did you ever see that guy kick with his left? Nope. Not once. But that right leg, Hall of Famer right there. Keep rolling. Dude, now that song is stuck in my head now. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. It's too good, man. It is too good. I tried kicking with my right leg once. The ball went backwards. Hey, man, that's not always a bad thing, man. There's probably a sport for that, dude. When I was when I was coaching youth football uh, a couple years ago, I did it for what was it, about 7 years, man. Every summer, we would do some youth camps here in Wisconsin, and it was hilarious, man. Seeing some of the kids, and don't get me wrong, you never laugh at a kid, no matter what, man. They're trying their best, and like you don't want to do that to their confidence. But there was one kid, man. His punt, I mean, dude, that went like 30 yards back, man. That was amazing. It's gonna be a handoff, Tracy, and we'll pick up 3 yards. Russell Wilson is in the game, and Dart is in the blue tent getting checked out. So hopefully we get some good news for for Jaxson Dart, for the Giants, and for this game, because we do not want to see Russell Wilson on the field. I'm sorry, Russ, but you're a former Wisconsin Badger, but yeah, we can't have that. Can't have that, man. All right, we got 3rd and 9, ball at the 42. Russ in the shotgun, running back to his right. And nope. Oh, they're going to give him the snap. That ball is either batted at the line or that was a terrible throw. Oh boy. Just tell him to turn around when he punts. And I think it was we ended up like we knew right away, pretty quickly, but it was mostly because we were telling the kids that they had to kind of have their they had to flatten out their foot, otherwise it would cut back, and he was keeping it flat until he kicked the ball, and he would like basically he was flicking the ball backwards at the last second. I think it was after the second punt we realized we're like, hey, how do you, like we did it without the ball, and we saw his foot. I was like, oh, well, there you go. So yeah, but dude, those backwards punt, man, like I said, 30+ yards, man. Oh man, Cam Skedabo just going into the blue tent. I don't think he's hurt. At least I don't think. Yeah, no, they're not checking on Cam. Cam is just in there, just making sure his quarterback is okay. Love that guy, man. I tell you. And the handoff to I'm not even paying attention. The Eagles have the ball here. Sorry, I forgot the punt. Sorry, there were so many weird things going on with the Giants sidelines. It was a handoff to Saquon that went for about a yard. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Skedaboo is in the blue tent, just checking on his buddy. That's it. Just wants to see what's going on. Wants to see if he's going to be okay. All right, we got 2nd and 10 here. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. And he's got 2 receivers stacked up on that left side. Another high snap there. And Saquon brought back to the 10, a loss of 2 for the Giants. And the good news is Jaxson Dart is out of the blue tent, drinking some water, some Gatorade there. Whatever Skedaboo did in the blue tent, man, it healed Jaxson Dart. Let's freaking go. All right, that's going to be the end of the third. When we come back, it'll be third and long for the Eagles. Sorry, I'm just checking Twitter here because like everybody's just like everybody was focused on what was happening in the blue tent, and then there's somebody. Let me see here. Natalie Gina. I want to shout her out. I just don't want to butcher her name. Natalie Iganufluff. That's a tough last name to say, but anyway, they were talking about like everybody's focused on the sidelines with the Giants, and then meanwhile the Eagles are just losing their minds, just trying to figure out how to play offense. Phenomenal. The power of the boo compels you. Exactly, man. Skedaboo just sucking the concussion right out of Dart's head. There you go. Yeah, dude. Dable was so freaking animated, man. He was like he was basically telling the medical examiners like, "Hey, hurry up with this freaking evaluation, man. I cannot have Russell Wilson out there." We got third and 12 here. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left, has some time in the end zone. He's gonna scramble, gets it out to Saquon, and he will be about a yard, actually 2 or 3 yards shy of the first. The power of the boo compels you, man. That is beautiful, my friend. All right, Eagles gonna punt this one away. It's a pretty good punt. Caught at the 21, to the 25, to the 30, and gets it down to the 34. And out comes Jaxson Dart. There we go. There we go. We got Giants fans already. They've already been sold on Jaxson Dart, man. The amount of them that are like pointing to the sky, clapping. I think I see a couple grown men crying as Jaxson Dart struts onto the field. There you go, man. First and 10. Ball to 34. Jaxson Dart in the shotgun. Hand off to Skedaboo, and he'll get it for about 2 yards up the middle. All right, 2nd and 7. Ball at the 40. Oh my God! What a freaking throw! What a catch! Dude, Dart just threw a freaking dart to Jalen Hyatt, man. Is that a catch? They're saying that no, saying no catch. Dang it. That was almost an incredible freaking catch by Hyatt. So 3rd and 7, ball at the 46. Dart takes the snap, looking over the middle, and nearly intercepted. The ball was batted at the line. Woo! The Eagles are keeping it close, man. They're lingering around. You don't want to do that against a team like this. Yeah, who the heck was that? That was big number 95, Ty Robinson, the rookie out of Nebraska. Yeah, he looks like a Nebraska. Yeah, he looks like a big old Nebraska D lineman right there. It's all that corn. Returned across the 30 and down to the 34. There we go. All right, man. Eagles defense setting up this offense for some success here, man. Yeah, dude, that one pass by Russell Wilson on 3rd down on the previous drive, it was bad, man. That was you could tell the fans were like ready to boo as soon as that play was over. Russ reminds me of I don't know if you guys ever watched The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler back like what 2005. There was a character named Brucey, and then one scene he's talking to Adam Sandler's character, and he's like, hey, why are you always the quarterback, man? Why can't I be the quarterback? He's like, all right, let me see you throw, and he throws just one of the most pathetic balls you've ever seen. He's like, that's why you dumb. That's what Russell looked like, man, with that throw. It was just one of those where you're like, come on, man, why are you out there? Put Jameson Winston out there. I think you might have had more success with Winston out there. All right, man. We are back here, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. We got 12:51 left in the game here. Giants up by 10. All right, Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right, ball at the 34. Quick throw to the left side, gets it out to Smith, who will pick up some decent yardage, man. Might have actually gotten it to midfield there, right at the 50. First and 10, ball at the 50-yard line. We got a single receiver to the left. Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws to the left. And great coverage, man. Okay, well, they're apparently going to say that Adebo had too good of a coverage there. Let's see here. You can't call that, dude. They're both grabbing each other. And then on top of that, Adebo able to perfectly place his arm. He did not grab Smith's hand. That's a bad freaking call. That is that is freaking terrible. I don't know, man. I mean, that was, I don't know, man. Because Smith initiated the contact. If you look at his hand, he grabs Adebo first, but I don't know. And another decent catch and run there for Dallas Goedert, picking up what looks like a first down. First and 10. Hurts alone in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. Looking. Throws to the left. And incomplete. There's going to be a flag. A.J. Brown on the ground as that ball was thrown. So I'm assuming got tripped up. Brown is slow to get up here. Needed some help from his teammates. Now that, for sure, is pass interference. Okay. They're saying not, man, I'm off. Apparently I'm off today. I'm thinking things are not PI when they're apparently PI. And then I think that's PI, and they're saying, no, they just ran into each other. All right, first and 10 after the flag is picked up. Ball at the 15. Hurts looking, throws to the left, and intercepted! Oh my God, he's intercepted to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, 25, and finally driven out of bounds by Saquon Barkley. Oh my goodness. This Giants team is saying, nah, man, we are going to win. They're saying, you're coming into our house? Our house? That we also lease with the Jets, but our house? No. Throw a pick. Throw a pick. Asking, you shall receive. There we go, man. And that was number 28, Float. And, yeah, man. Jalen Hurts, man. Learning that you don't, just like the kids in Derry in It, you don't want to float around here, man, because it's not a good thing. Jaxson Dart trying to run, and it's going to be brought down for no gain. And that was Hurts' first interception in 305 regular season passes, man. Holy cow. It'll be 2nd and 7. Giants ball have the ball right around the 20 here. Oh. And looks like we're going to have a false start here on the Giants, so they'll move them back here. Dahlia, what's going on? Sorry, I'm here. I'm here. Well, come on, lady. You are late. What's going on here? You made it just in time, man. The game is just about to get interesting. It's about to get interesting. You just caught a really good play, too, man. All right. 2nd and 12. Single receiver to the left. Dart hands it off to Trier. No, he's going to keep it. Trying to run. He's got a Skettaboo blocking for him. And once again, Dart taking a hit in the head after being evaluated for a concussion earlier in the game. All right, we got 3rd and 8 coming up here. Clock is just under 10 minutes and rolling. Ball at the 21. Dart in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got 3 receivers on that left side. Pressure, throwing it deep down the field, and nearly caught in the end zone. And Hyatt nearly bringing that one in one-handed. But there is a late flag. Looks like it's going to be against the Eagles here, so they'll likely be in automatic first down, pass interference, Eagles. There we go. And that ball will be spotted at the 1, dude. Once again, Ringo, not Star. Ringo with another pass interference. Yeah, this Ringo is not related to the other Ringo Star, and he is not related to Patrick Star either. He's actually playing closer to Patrick Star, to be honest with you. Scatterboo, touchdown, New York! Woo! Unfreaking believable, man. The Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-possession game, nearing the midpoint of the 4th quarter. Wow. I know I said before the game kind of really started, I said if the Giants offense can get going and that defense can perform well against, once again, Eagles defense that has been bang average and an offense that has started slow, very, very, very slow for most of the season. If they can do that, they have a chance to win. Extra point is up, and it is good. Officially, a double-digit lead. Sorry, a triple possession lead for the Giants here. But I did say they had a chance to win. I did not think that they would be basically dominating. They have literally twice as many points as the Eagles do. Damn. I mean, anybody that had the Giants winning, hats off to you. Anybody that had the Giants winning by double digits, hot dang, that is a prediction. So yeah, coming into this game, where's Philly here? There you go, Philadelphia. Coming into this game, they gave up 4 rushing touchdowns. They have given up 4 rushing touchdowns in this game alone. Dude, the Giants, man, they have been impressive in this game. You can say that they caught a Philly team that was kind of still reeling from a tough loss against the Broncos. But dang, dude, this has just been a beat down, dude. Dude, Scallop, I don't know what's up with that guy, man. He's just so intense, man. But I like it. I like the passion. Oh, another muffed catch by Tank. Oh no, this is actually AJ Dillon. Yeah, I think they benched Bigsby there. And now another backup running back. Unable to handle a kick here on a kickoff. Damn, dude. When it rains, it pours, man. The Eagles look completely unfocused, man. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 5 after Dillon unable to handle that one. Ironically, took it to the left. And A.J. Brown with a catch, and will pick up about 7 yards on that one. All right, we got 2nd and 3. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, rolling to his right. Trying to buy some time. Delivers a catchable ball, and unfortunately, Dallas got it. Unable to hold on to that one. Ended up taking out somebody on the sidelines there. All right, we got 3rd and 3 coming up here. Dude, this game, they've been showing a lot of shots of the sidelines. They're not really staying on the field as much. All right, takes the snap. Hurts looking. He's going to dump it underneath to Saquon, and he will go out of bounds. No gain on that one, so 4th and 3 coming up. I mean, if you're the Eagles, you're down by 3 possessions, a full 17 points. It's 4th and 4. Ball is at roughly your 11. Like, you got, if you don't get this one, this game is for sure over. Unless you get a pick six or you take a fumble back for a touchdown. That's the only way I see these guys kind of getting back into this game. All right. 5-receiver set. Hurts takes the snap. Looking. Pressure. Throws. And it's going to be caught at the 19. Devonta Smith keeping this drive alive and keeping the Eagles' hope alive. David. All smiles, my man. All smiles. Hurts takes the snap, looking, dumping it underneath to A.J. Dillon, and he will crawl his way for a gain of about 7. The former Green Bay Packer. I think that might be one of his first major plays of this game. 2nd and 3. Hurts once again takes the snap, looking, launching it over the middle of the field. Wide open is Dallas Goedert inside the 40 of the Giants, man. Looks like the defender might have slipped or fell at the top of that route. No, just a blown coverage. Nope. Just an absolute blown coverage down the left seam there. 1st and 10. Looking, gets it underneath to Dillon, and fumble, and it's recovered by the Giants. This drive started with a mistake by A.J. Dillon, and it ends with a mistake by A.J. Dillon. Let's see here. Yep, 100% fumble, knees are up, elbows up. What a heck of a freaking play, man. That was by number 24, Dane Belton, the safety. Just coming in there and just punching that one out. And the Eagles right now, they are very much looking like a mortal team, man. They are just getting manhandled by the Giants right now. Now, you know what the worst part of that too, man, is Dillon actually made a great one-handed snag on that one. But I think he was just trying to do a little too much, man. Like, you already had the first down. Like, I get it. Every yard counts. But you got to protect the ball, man. High and tight. 2 hands on it, man. Especially because he was diving forward, man. Like, you gotta hold on to that bad boy. First and 10 here. Fullback running back in the backfield here. Handoff to Skedaboo. His biggest run of the night across the 40 down to the 43. Dejon Mustard there. Cooper Dejon Mustard bringing him down after a big run. You gotta love it, man. Steve. Heck yeah, man. Freaking awesome. Awesome name right there, my man. Poor Eagles, even me as a Dallas Cowboys fan, crying for them that someone helped them. Oh, dude, they're taking a big L tonight, man. A big one. 2 back-to-back losses for the Eagles. And another handoff to Skedaboo across the 50. Another first down run. Gain of 12. And the Giants are just running right through this Philly defense, man. They are finishing them off. All right, we got first and 10, ball at the 46 of Philly. Handoff, Scatterboo this time brought down after just a gain of 1. All right, Philly's the defense was like, yeah, all right, we're done. All right, they've been just all right. Move the camera off of Mara, okay? We get it. It's an old dude, old CEO. We got it. Drinking Dasani water, man. Oh Jesus, the sponsorship cannot be worth that, man. Come on. Or is it actually Aquafina? Might be Aquafina water, but still the no. I mean, unfortunately, the Eagles are not giving us a whole lot to talk about in this game. So, all right, we got second and 9, another handoff, and Scatterboo picking up 4 yards down to the 41. Yeah, dude, they're just running this kid into the ground, man. Steve, great watch along, my friend. Thank you for it. Hey, absolutely, man. Glad to, happy to. But yeah, Steve, who's your team, my man? Oh, you said Dallas, but dude, Dallas, man, you guys, you guys are, I think, surprising a lot of people there, man. That running game with Cavante Williams looking good. Dak is looking a lot better, especially the last couple of weeks. What's your opinion? Do you think this team is better with CD Lamb or without him? Let me know. All right, we got third and 5 here. Dart under center. Fakes the handoff. Gets it out to Scatterboo with a catch and a first down. Let's go. And it looks like there's going to be a flag, though. Flag is down. It's going to be on the Giants, I think. All right, let's look at the official word here. So they're going to get Scatterboo for taunting. What? He must have said something dumb. Because I've seen that many times. Like, he didn't stop and, like, do anything. He just was saying something. Once again, he must have said something dumb. I don't know. I believe in them to win the 6th this season. Oh, okay. Hey, there you go, man. Gotta have faith in the team. All right. Hand off to Scatterboo. He's gets the very close to a first down, man. Very close to a first down. And we got one referee saying yes to a first down. Woo! No matter what, it's been a long time now since the last one. Yeah. If you're talking about a Super Bowl, I think their last one was 95 or 96. All right, 1st and 10 after the run there. Ball at the 38. Handoff again. This one, Devin Singletary picking up about 3 yards down to the 35. I believe in the Cowboys to win the 6th fine on Jerry for flipping the bird. I mean, if they keep winning, Jerry might just keep flipping everybody off, man. He's like, you can't touch me, man. That's hilarious. That's awesome, man. Let's freaking go. The only rookies to have beaten the Eagles since 2016 have been Dak Prescott and Jaden Daniels, and you're about to add Jaxson Dart to that order. And a great freaking run by Devin Singletary. Holy crap, man. Even this Eagles defense is starting to make Singletary look good. But yeah, man, Jaxson Dart about to be added to that name, to that list of players that so far have, I mean, we know what Dak Prescott is, man. He's a really darn good quarterback. Jaden Daniels looking like the next great quarterback. And then Jaxson Dart, man. Still too early to call, man. 3 games in, doesn't matter if you would have thrown, 3 touchdowns or 103 touchdowns. I think it would have been too early to anoint this kid the great, the next great quarterback. But kid's looking good. All right. Eagles did use their second timeout here. Actually, I missed the first one, so stopping the clock at 2:35. They just showed some depressed Eagle fans there on the in the stadium there. All right, we got 3rd and 1 coming up for the Giants here. And QB sneak and Jaxson Dart picking up the first, giving the Eagles just a little bit of their own medicine there. Gotcha. My bad, man. My bad. I still had to update the timeouts anyway. I think that video was very bad looking on Jerry's image, given the middle to the Jets. I mean, yeah, that was kind of up there with the Carolina's owner kind of throwing water on the fans, or it might have been something else, but I think they said it was water, but that might just be a PR stunt. Might have been some juice. I wonder if those fans ever got like free season tickets for that. They had to have gotten something, right, from the NFL. If I was them, I would have not have let that guy or the NFL gotten away with that, man. I've been like, no. We're getting something here. I was like, we're talking trash, man. We didn't throw anything at you. If you don't like our trash, either talk back to us or get one of your underlings to talk back to us. No. Get creative. You got money. But yeah, man, Jerry giving the middle finger was an interesting was an interesting look, to say the least. All right, man. So right now we're on commercial break. 2 minute warning. The Giants still have the ball. I believe it's going to be 3rd and 1 when we come back. So there's still a very good chance that the Eagles never see the ball again if there's a first down. They do still have one timeout left, but I don't think they're going to bother using it if the Giants do get the first down here. They got the first down. There we go. Measurement. And the Giants are just going to kneel the ball 3 times, and that'll be the end of the game. So the Giants will get their 2nd win in 3 games, and the Eagles will lose for the 2nd consecutive week, man. Before last week, before that Broncos game ended, the Eagles had not lost a game since week 16 of the 2024 season. Since then, they won their last 2 regular season games in 2024. Then they won, obviously, all 4 games in the playoffs, and then they won the first 4 to start this year, man. They were on a 10-game winning streak that included, obviously, 4 playoff wins and a Super Bowl trophy. Now they have lost back-to-back games against Bo Nix and Jaxson Dart. I don't know what it is. It might be the X in both the names of Jaxson Dart and Bo Nix. That might be throwing off the Eagles, man. They might be looking, hey, X, that's scary. It's a little too extreme. We'll take the loss. That was a terrible joke, but if anybody laughed at it, thank you. David Stegosaurus. Teehee. Oh boy, man. Things just got a little interesting there in the NFC East. Eagles losing their last 2 games, man. As things have gotten a little bit tighter. Things have gotten a little bit tighter. All right, Eagles drop into 4-2, and the Giants getting their 2nd win once again in 3 games. Both wins with Jaxson Dart starting as their quarterback, man. And the kid looked good. The kid looked good. Cry, Eagles, cry. That would be very depressing to see an Eagle cry, man. I don't think they have the ability to cry, but that would be sad, man. I lost respect for Jerry M.F. Jones a long time ago, but when he did interview with Steve mocking your team. Oh, there we go. Yeah. No. I don't think Jerry has many fans around the league, man. I don't think there's a single fan base that's like, you know what, Jerry Jones, great owner. I don't know, but yeah, dude. Jerry's a strange character for sure. He's only gotten weirder as time has gone on. Yeah, man. But holy cow, man. What a freaking win for the Giants in this game. Once again, I don't think there's many people that had the Giants winning, let alone them winning by twice as many points as the Eagles were going to score. You know, at one point it was 17-13. The Eagles looked like they were rolling, dude. They had it going, and then just Jaxson Dart and this Giants team, offense, special teams, defense, just turned it on just before the half, able to score a touchdown to retake the lead, and after that, it was just all Giants in the second half. An interception, interception by Jalen Hurts as they were kind of getting closer to the red zone, and then a fumble by A.J. Dillon went on another drive that was getting closer and closer to at least field goal range. And that was after those turnovers, man. That was kind of it. The Giants were already efficient. They did not need any help, but the Eagles just kept on giving them more and more opportunities to score points and to eat away at this clock. And by the end of it, the Giants, man, with a big 34-17 victory over the defending Super Bowl champions. David, SAS, is too full of himself and doesn't have volume control. So I just can't listen to it. Takes anymore. Whatever persona he's trying to sell, I want a refund. Yeah, man, and it's just kind of is with some media members, especially when they've been around for a while. And I'm not gonna try to, I get it. Stephen A. is trying to sell something, and right now ESPN or whoever, they're paying him good money for it. Whatever, At the end of the day, there's a lot worse ways to make money. Stephen A. at his worst is annoying and inflammatory, and just in general, he's just kind of loud. Loud, some bad takes. Sometimes he's on point, but again, he's trying to sell a character. He's trying to get headlines because that's what ESPN and all these other companies, that's what they need, man. Everybody's just trying to grab as much of that pie as they possibly can, and the big guys, they're struggling. They're struggling. Oh, look at that, Jaxson Dart, man, giving Jameis the old I love it. But yeah, man, Stephen A. You got a bunch of guys, that are just trying to say the most wild things so they get eyeballs to either the YouTube channels or the on whatever television broadcaster you have. They're just trying to get people's eyes on it, and again, is it great? No, but again, there's worse ways to make money, so it is what it is. You're not gonna get that here, man. Unless I need money, man, then I'm just gonna say whatever I need to do, man. No. That's I've never liked or been attracted to something like that. I never click on those videos, and I don't want to create videos like that anyway. At the end of the day, if football and me and the chat are not enough, then I'm probably not your guy. That's just kind of the way it is. So, it's all right. Does Eagles even cry? Because I am watching them in my TV full of tears. Ooh. Those Eagles fans, man. Nick Sirianni is probably just going to start yelling at this team. There might be some more tears in the locker room afterwards. I don't know. That's hilarious, dude. I love it, man. I love that people are just taking it to the Eagles a little bit here. That's what happens when you're the Super Bowl champion, man. You got a little bit of a bigger target on your back, and team fans especially tend to dislike you just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But yeah, man. I'll give you my thoughts really quickly. Once again, Jaxson Dart, he looked good in this game. I think he took advantage of a Eagles defense that is dealing with. Obviously, they're dealing with the injury to Carter, but at the end of the day, the Eagles defense came into this game as an average defense against the run, against the pass, giving up points. Once again, if you look across the board, this Eagles defense has been below their standards that we have gotten used to over the last 2 to 3 years. After that, the Giants, man, they look good. They're looking good, man. They finally have some spark in their passing game, even despite losing Neighbors and losing Darius Slayton. for at least this game. He was out for with a hamstring injury that he picked up last week. And then on top of that, Skadaboo is just rolling, man. I don't know what it is. That dude just seems to just fire up everybody. Like once again, at this in some point during the game when Dart was being evaluated for concussion, Skadaboo did not care. He just walked into the blue tent and just stayed there until his quarterback was okay. That is wholesome, wholesome, wholesome. That is awesome, man. If you have if you're playing a game like a sport or have a friend, you want one like Skadaboo there. Somebody was like, he's like, no, we're gonna evaluate. No, I'm gonna evaluate him, and I will make sure my buddy is okay. All right. I don't have a degree, but I don't need one. Steve Strum, Cowboys fans having a good week. Yes, they are, man. Giants are losing. Cowboys got a big win. Let's go. Yeah, right now the Cowboys are what, a game and a half shy of first place here. And if they get a win this week, they will be half a game behind the Eagles. There we go. Savannah Banana. Hey, one of my family members just saw them play, man. Apparently it was great, entertaining, like basically like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, man. So that's awesome. Woo! Let's freaking go, man. We got 9 people watching right now, man. This late, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let me know. Let me if you're new to the channel. Let me know what you thought of this game. But yeah, dude. But then Hurts in this offense, man. They looked okay in the first half. That you could definitely tell that they were still not 100% there. I know they had to settle for a field goal on the first drive after 2 great runs by Saquon Barkley, getting them basically at midfield. And then they just kind of once they started passing, it just kind of went down. Um, AJ Brown had a decent game. It looked like he was going to have a big one. Had like 70 yards at halftime, and then just once again the offense for the Eagles just non-existent. And I talked about it at halftime. Outside of 3 runs, Saquon was being held in check, and in the second half, I think he only had one big run, and that was it. Otherwise, he was held for minimal yardage. He was brought down in the backfield quite a bit, and Jalen Hurts and these receivers unable to make up for it, man. The coverage was surprisingly strong. There's definitely at times where I think a Debo got caught with a couple of pass interferences that helped set up the Eagles, but then, boom, interception. So it was, yeah, the turnovers were huge for the Giants, man, and I think it took away any chance that the Eagles could have had to add some points. Basically, their best drives ended in turnovers, the interception and the fumble. Those were basically their best chances to score any kind of points in the second half, and they just couldn't get it done, man. There's a couple penalties on the Eagles, but for the most part, they played a clean game. The Giants were just better tonight. Simple as that. Whether it was injuries or whether they got caught on a short week, it really doesn't matter. The Giants are dealing with injuries. They're out their top 2 receivers. And on top of that, they're also playing a short week. It's not like they were just coming off a bye. So, yeah, this was just a pure beatdown by the Giants against the Eagles. And this is something to build off of for this team. I Stealth Pro, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Eagles 8 poo happens. Yeah, that's true. And I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to be like, oh, the Eagles, they're done. Their Super Bowl defense is going to be over. It's 2 losses. Again, I said the Broncos were a solid team. They're a playoff team, in my opinion. They have a good defense, and that offense, when it's playing well, can put up points with Bo Nix and that running game. And the Giants, I think they are basically where the Broncos were a year ago. They're going to have some really good games where they look like a team that can be challenging for a playoff spot, and then there's going to be some weeks where they're rough. And that's just because they have a young quarterback, they have a young offense, and the defense is not completely finished, but they have great pieces, just like the Broncos did a year ago. So, yeah, man. Again, don't overreact. The Eagles are going to be there at the end. They didn't always look amazing last year, uh, every single week, and they're dealing with some injuries. They're probably going to get healthy, and they'll bounce back at some point with some decent some decent wins, I should say, coming up. Steve, watching you talking about anything is better than watching these teams. Thank you, man. I don't think it's a high bar to clear, but I will take the compliment. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you, Steve. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. And I Stealth Pro, man. Who's your team, my man? Are you an Eagles fan, or let me know who your team is? Yeah, yeah. Trust me, anybody in the chat, man, especially when it's your first time, definitely let me know who your team is, and you know what you think, man. Let me know. Yeah, because we got David, who's David Stegosaurus. He's a Packers fan and a Chiefs fan. We got Seastrom, a Dallas fan. Dahlia is a Packer fan, along with myself as well. Captain Mickey Mouse, I believe, is a Bills fan. So yeah, man, we got some great people in the chat, man, and the community's just growing, man. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Steve. Detroit is the best team now, but not the playoffs, so it doesn't matter how good you are. Yeah, man. No, right now, yeah, dude. The Lions, ever since that Week 1 beatdown by the Packers, man, they have looked like one of the best teams in football, and they did that last year, man. They were by far the best team in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, man, they got absolutely just shook by the Commanders, man. And I'm hoping it happens again this season for the Lions. I'm hoping it's my Packers that get to knock them out of the playoffs. Just to kind of give them a little bit of taste of what happened in the early to mid '90s with Brett Favre. Then I think that was the last time the Packers played the Lions in the playoffs. But yeah, man. And for this Philly defense, man, I don't really know what they need to do because like you can't really make the excuse that you missed Jalen Carter because he's been playing almost every other week except for the time that he got basically ejected from the game for spitting to basically start the game. He's been playing the other games, and the defense has still been average at stopping the run, average at getting to the quarterback, or at least stopping him from throwing the ball effectively. So yeah, man, it's something that I think Nick Sirianni is going to have to figure out because this defense needs to play well because I don't think this offense is built to just throw the ball at every turn. They cannot play. They need to be able to run the ball effectively. And right now, this season, Saquon has not been able to do that consistently. And I should say not just Saquon, but everybody else on that Eagles team. AJ Dillon, Tank Bigsby, they just haven't been as effective and as dominant on the ground as they were last year. And they're forcing Jalen Hurts. They're forcing these receivers to be a lot more involved in getting the lead and also extending the lead, and that's not how this Eagles team is built. Even during that Super Bowl run, they did not really. They were not a team that was throwing for 300, 400 yards, 3 to 5 passing touchdowns. That's just not how it was. They were doing it on the ground, and they were passing when they needed to or when they wanted to. When they were able to control the game, able to control the clock, and they would surprise you with a great throw here and there, a couple throws to the sidelines, picking up first downs. Right now, that is not working for the Eagles. They are being forced to play something that they do not want to, and that is basically throw the football, 4 receiver set, and that's just not how they're built. But yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts, man. Otherwise, I got nothing else, man. What a freaking game! What an upset! Another upset against the Eagles, and for the Giants, for Giants fans, man, you have to be excited for the future, man. The kid looks good, the running back looks good, and the defense held the Eagles to 17 points. And despite having your top two receivers out for the game, you're still able to put up some decent numbers through the air. So, heck of a game for the Giants, man. Let's quickly look ahead at their schedule just to kind of gauge what they're going to look like. So, next week, they got the Broncos. Oh, look at that, man. Giants and Broncos, the last two teams to beat the Eagles, are not going head to head. That'll be on Sunday there, late afternoon game. And then the Giants go up against the Eagles again to end the month, man, to end October 26th. So the Giants are actually going to have a bye, actually, before. Oh, actually, no. Never mind, sorry. It's a little mini bye. I forgot they're playing on Thursday. So, yeah, so the October, that's their next game, October 19th, and then the 26th. So, a quick turnaround, man. We're going to see these teams going at it again on October 26th, though. Not too far away. And then they finish off. They start November against the 49ers. So, right there, the Giants, man. If they can play like this offensively and their defense can get turnovers, I think they could beat the Broncos. We'll see if they can do it against the Eagles. And the 49ers are a team that, even though they are, 4-1 right now? The 49ers, man, they are a team that is beatable. So, do you think there's legit turmoil in the Philly locker room? I think I'll say this: winning cures all. AJ Brown could be unhappy, but if they win, he will keep his emotions and his opinions for the most part in check. But once you start losing, everything that is wrong only gets worse. I think the Eagles are a good enough team. I think they have enough talent to be able to win games. But in the NFL, man, and I'm gonna try not to be speaking generalities. If remember last year, before they won the Super Bowl, before they started to really, get going, there was talks of Nick Sirianni being fired around this time last year. But then the Eagles started winning games. They started dominating, and they started looking like one of the best teams in football. And then obviously they won the Super Bowl. Is Sirianni going to get fired this year? No, he's not. He won the Super Bowl. They've looked too good at times this season already. He's not going to get fired. But if they do not play well, I can see A.J. Brown getting traded at some point. Probably not this season, but I think next season. I think it's probably time for the Eagles to try to build that receiver room again. I think they're starting to get a little expensive, starting to get a little older at that position. And I'll say one thing about rookies, especially receivers, they tend not to be super opinionated on that rookie contract. Just saying. They tend to kind of just roll with the punches for a bit until they make the money, and then they start talking, which is, to be honest with you, I would too. If you had financial security, how many of us would kind of start giving our opinions at work maybe a little bit more if we knew that no matter what, we're set almost for life? Yeah. Some of those things at work that we would be like, what the heck is going on here? Well, we would probably speak up, but just a little bit more. So it's human nature. But in terms of turmoil, no, I think it's too early. Sorry, that's a long-winded answer, but I think it's too early to say that there's turmoil in the Eagles. I think they're just going through a bad stretch, and they should be good enough to be able to get past this and start winning games again. The Jets should be ashamed of themselves when they watch the Giants. Well, they don't have shame. Well, I don't know, man. I think that franchise gave up on shame a long time ago. And as a person, I actually talked to a guy that goes to my work. He's a big Jets fan. So much of a Jets fan that he speaks with a with a New York accent. So I'm pretty sure he's from the east side there. But yeah, man, he's not surprised when the Eagles lose, even when they're playing well. He is not surprised. He's not. Oh man, I can't believe. No, he's just like, yeah, I expected it. So it's kind of ingrained right now in the Jets fan base that they're gonna suck, unfortunately. So part of me still hopes that they turn around, man. Like I'm always about something new, something history making. Like I am all for teams that have never been to a Super Bowl winning a Super Bowl. I'm all for that, man. I love it. It makes the NFL better. It makes uh, the the fan bases care about their teams a lot more, and also it just spreads happiness, man. Like nobody wants to be miserable watching football for decades on decades. Like every fan base deserves some happiness, even if they are insufferable. I'll say that much. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have the audio on, but right now we have Ryan Fitzpatrick and Cam Skedaboo bare chested and just chest bumped each other. I don't know what's going on, but I respect it. Let's freaking go. Oh man, that's a lot of chest hair right there, man. That's a lot of chest hair. I'm surprised when they fist bumped, they didn't get stuck together. All right, man. Um, let's look at the Eagles really quickly here. Let's look at their next three games, just like we did with the Giants. All right, they are going to go up against the Minnesota Vikings, who are looking kind of like an average team. They're still getting wins, but they look average. And then once again they go up against the Giants on October 26th to end October. So we'll see how those two compare after about a week away from each other. And then the Eagles on November 10th, after a little bye, they go up against the Green Bay Packers. Let's freaking go. Jets since 2020 especially is like watching a dead man walking. Oh, absolutely, man. 100%. Like they're I remember the hype. I remember watching Hard Knocks when Aaron Rodgers was there. Like they're like, look at all the fans watching, going to the Jets practices. Look at all this. Look at the hype. Look at all this. And then four snaps into the 2024 season. Sorry, 2023 season. It was just dashed. And the majority of Jets fans were like, they were crushed, but they were like, yeah, of course this would happen. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, a Hall of Fame quarterback, would snap his Achilles tendons on the first four snaps of the NFL season. And then after that, once Rodgers got healthy, they brought in Devontae Adams. Did they get better? No. They continued to lose. Continued to lose. Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel bad for Jets fans. I don't feel bad for the Jets necessarily, but I feel bad for their fans because I think at this point I think maybe another couple years of being suffering a little bit, but I think the Jets fans deserve some happiness at some point. Just once. Then they can go another 50 years without a Super Bowl, but I think these fans have suffered long enough. So hopefully they can get a competent team. Probably not this year, but hopefully next year they can build something. But yeah. But yeah, watching the Jets, man, the hype, just the absolute hype that they have just consistently built and just the crash is tough. It's tough to watch. But yeah, man, for the Eagles, I can see them beating the Vikings. I can see them coming back and beating the Giants. And then For the Packers, I expect the Packers to absolutely destroy the Philadelphia Eagles. I expect the Packers to not only just stop the brotherly shove, I actually expect them to hit Jalen Hurts so hard that he fumbles the ball into the other end zone, and then an Eagle player is forced to fall on it for a safety. I expect that to happen twice during that Packer game. And I know what you're thinking. That's never going to happen. You never know. All right, man? You never know. I can have hope too. But no. Yeah, the Eagles, they can easily bounce back, man. I think they can beat the Vikings. I think they should be able to beat the Giants, but it's a division game, always wild. And I think that Packer game, if the Packers can get back on a roll and look like the team that they've looked like the first 2 weeks, then I think that's going to be a very competitive game. And I think that will be the best test the Eagles have had over those 3 games. So, yeah, Eagles can be 2-1, maybe even 3-0 over the next 3 games. But if they play like they did this week and that defense does not continue to get better, or just continues to get worse, I should say. They played really badly this week. If they do not improve, I can see the Eagles going 1-2 over the next stretch here, and that's what, you're 5-4 or 6-4 after that, or no, 5-4. Yeah, then there's definitely gonna be some questions if you're 5-4 after midway through November. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody that was watching, everybody in the chat, man. Obviously, shout out to David Stegosaurus, man. You are the rock over there on the on the chat, man. I appreciate you. Captain Mickey Mouse was here early, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Always keeping me honest, man. Also keeping me informed as well. I appreciate you, buddy. We had C Strom coming in here. We had Dahlia pop in here for a little bit. She was late. No, I appreciate Dahlia. Thank you, thank you. And then we also had Steve in here, man. Steve, thank you for popping in the chat, man. Hopefully we'll see you more this weekend. I appreciate you, man. Who else? I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody else. But yeah, man. I think that was it. I don't think I'm missing anybody else. Adam. Adam popped in here early on. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, dude. Let's freaking go, man. Another Thursday night in the books. Week 6 underway. And it starts out with a freaking banger, like I said, man. An upset for the Eagles and the Giants, man. Looking like this is probably the best game the Giants have ever had this season, man. I know they've got a couple wins. I know they had that big shootout with the Cowboys. But this was a borderline complete game. Defense looked good, got turnovers, got multiple turnovers, held a really tough Eagles team to just 17 points, 0 points in the second half, and their young rookie quarterback along with their young rookie running back able to put the team on their back and get a big win, 34-17 over the division rival Philadelphia Eagles, man. Let's go. All right, guys, I will see you on Sunday for 3 games, man. 3 big games coming up on Sunday, and then we'll finish it off with Monday Night Football. So 5 games again this week, and we're going to keep it rolling on the channel, man. I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great Friday, and hopefully your weekend starts out amazing as well, man. So thank you so much. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.